Hello people, so I've not done a video for a few weeks. I have been keeping very healthy. You maybe seen my post that a few weeks ago Danny took not well for a few days. He had sore throat, a little bit of cold like a lot of people have had. Now the common cold incubation period is about 2 weeks, so you've got to think about when did they actually catch it, so maybe a couple of days before we could trace maybe that's when he got it, and did the incubation and the separation from each other for isolation. That's the word I'm looking for. Couldn't get my words there. Isolation for 10 days, which had displayed no signs or symptoms after 3 days, but even still we had separate rooms, slept separately, past each other, and whenever we were going about the house, took one of the anti-bac wipes and just held it, and everything we touched got wiped at the same time, so we weren't touching anything with our hands in case we touched our face or whatever. Wore masks as well, and a lot of my carers had been off too, and I wanted them to obviously protect me, so not to come straight back when they felt better, which they did. They waited nearly 2 weeks to come back, and I've been able to keep healthy, so thank you for everybody for safeguarding me. This time last year, as you know, I was on death's door. It was touch and go whether I could live, and coming up 5 years next year on from having this disease, and this is the best I've ever been this time of year, and I've been able to do activities and have lots of energy, more than ever, to complete all my things that I want to do, arts and crafts, all my big plans I usually have at Christmas, which I've usually got to sort of curb and think I've not got the energy for this, and we'll just like stick this in a box and be do with that. But I've been able to do everything. Today, I never ever thought I would be able to hold a baby ever again, but my friend became a grandma, had a baby granddaughter, and I had a present, and I asked if I could go and see her to give her the present, and she says, oh well, her daughter stays near her, she would bring the baby over. And I knew they would be healthy because they know obviously all the different things I put in place to keep me well. So she also stays in a bungalow, so I didn't have to worry about going upstairs. So the first time I went to somebody's house to visit them and held a little baby Rebecca, and my arms for over an hour. She was just a wee thing, and she was just the right size for me to hold and the right weight, even though I've got muscle strength now. So I'm so happy to have done that and see my friend and get a good chat, and that's us back home now. And fridge is all full, got the Tesco delivery. We're going to knuckle down, do some I'm excited actually. I'm going to do some decoupage, which is fancy for getting the PVA glue out and sticking sticky bits onto things. I'm going to decoupage some old baubles tomorrow, I think, and just really have a happy time and potter about and have a nice quiet Christmas, me, Danny and Dylan. So I'm wishing everybody a very Merry Christmas and all the best for New Year. I've already got my determinations for next year. Of course, I've got the whole lung transplant thing to go in, so I have reached the weight, so I'm trying not to put any weight on with any biscuits and stuff like that, so I've warned everybody, don't buy me chocolates or anything. But also that's a big thing. But another big thing is I've not been able to drive for 2 years, or I've chosen not to drive because of the medication I'm on. So we'll see how we go with the medication titration. I'm going to start in Boxing Day and go from there. So if you don't hear from me, it's probably because I'm going through train spotting, side effects and nice stuff that I've been through before. Anyway, it's not my first rodeo, as you know. And I'd love to be able to drive again next year. I've not got any fear of driving, and I love my car. I've got a lovely white Audi A4 called Audrey Hepburn. And Danny gets to drive her all the time. But I'd love to be able to drive her again and have a wee bit more independence now that I feel I'm a bit fitter. Even though I've got the least lungs I've ever had, you know, Noah Greenspan, Dr. Noah Greenspan from New York, who has pulmonary wellness charity, and he's an expert in pulmonary rehab, has really changed my life. And anybody with a lung condition, please look up pulmonary wellness and Noah Greenspan. It will give you all the techniques and to help you with shortness of breath. I haven't got any more lung function. I've still only got 23%. Maybe I've got less now. I don't know the last time I've had tests. But at the end of the day, my mechanics and my breathing is better, and I'm starting to get muscle growth. I can walk for 30 minutes on a treadmill, which is a bit different than walking about the house. I get out of breath doing that. So yeah, I'll share something else later on. I was going to say it now, but too much. I'm going to go now because my carer's actually in really early, so I need to go and get my bits and bobs done and get my PJs on and stuff. So bye everyone, have an amazing Christmas, because I probably won't be back on before Christmas now. I'm going to be far too busy.